You know that feeling when you're scrolling through Zillow late at night, sipping your third cup of coffee, and you spot that perfect $1 million house? It's got the open concept kitchen, the backyard oasis, and enough bathrooms to host a small convention. You think, hey, maybe I could swing this. But then reality hits like a property tax bill. In 2026, with mortgage rates hovering around 6.1%, and home prices still climbing, albeit slowly, that dream home might as well be a unicorn ranch. Spoiler alert, most of us aren't riding that unicorn. But stick around, because we're about to break it down. Who can actually afford a $1 million pad without selling a kidney or living on instant noodles? My name is Finance Farmer, and I spent more time crunching housing numbers than I care to admit, analyzing market trends, mortgage math, and why avocado toast gets blamed for everything. If you're tired of vague advice like, just budget better, and want the real scoop on homeownership in this wild economy, hit that subscribe button and smash the like if this video saves you from Zillow-induced insomnia. Alright, let's dive in. Part 1. The $1 Million Mirage. What does $1 million even get you in 2026? Picture this. Back in the free 90 seconds. $1 million bought you a mansion fit for a movie star. Fast forward to 2026. And in most places, it's more like a starter home with a side of sticker shock. Nationally, home prices are projected to inch up just 2% this year, putting the median U.S. home around $365,000 to $410,000. But a $1 million house? That's luxury territory in the Midwest or South, where you might snag a sprawling estate with a pool and acreage. Head to coastal hotspots like San Francisco or New York, though, and it's barely a 2-bedroom condo, with a view of your neighbor's laundry line. Why the disparity? Cost of living plays a huge role. NYC, where everything from rent to ramen costs a fortune. The cost of living index hits 100. The baseline. San Francisco clocks in at 98.9, meaning your dollars evaporate faster than ice in a heat wave. In cheaper spots like Austin or Charlotte, that million buys way more square footage. But even there, prices have ballooned 27% since 2019. $1 million home isn't TA status symbol anymore. It's often just average in high-demand cities. If you're eyeing one, ask yourself, is this a house or a hype machine? Because in 2026, with inventory still tight and builders offering rate buydowns to lure buyers, the market's resetting slowly. Affordability improving as wages outpace prices for the first time in years. Spoiler, it's not enough for everyone. Part 2. How much do you really need to earn? Alright, let's get to the meat. The cold, hard math. To afford a $1 million house without turning your life into a financial horror story, follow the 28-36 rule. Spend no more than 28% of your gross income on housing, and 36% on all debt, assuming a 20% down payment. That's $200,000. Yeah, that's chunk. A 30-year fixed mortgage at 6.1%. Extras like 25% property taxes, and $5,000 annual insurance. Your monthly payment lands around $5,000 to $6,000 for principal and interest alone. Add in those taxes, insurance, and maybe HOA fees. You're looking at $6,000 to $7,000 monthly. To hit that 28% rule, you'd need an annual household income of about $225,000 to $275,000. If you're skimping on the down payment, say 10% or less, or have other debts like student loans, or a car payment, bump that salary need to $300,000 plus to stay comfy. And Dawn. Forget jumbo loans for anything over $832,750. They come with higher rates. That pushes costs up. The witty twist? If you're making under $200K, that $1 million house isn't affordable. It's a financial flex. One that could leave you house poor, eating cereal for dinner while your equity theoretically grows. But hey, at least rates are down from last year's 7% highs. Part 3. Hidden costs that'll make you cry. Or laugh. Okay, you've got the income. Congrats you. In the top 10% of earners. But affording the mortgage is just the appetizer. Enter the hidden feast of costs that turn homeownership into a comedy of errors. First, closing costs. 2 to 5% of the home price. So, 20x 50 up front. Appraisals. Inspections. And lender fees. Then, maintenance. Rule of thumb. 1 to 2% of the home value annually. That's 10 to 20K for that $1 million baby. Leaky roof? Hello, surprise 15K bill. Property taxes? They vary wildly. In low tax states like Texas, it's manageable. But in California or New York, expect 1 to 2% of value. That adds $1,000 plus monthly. Insurance? With climate risks rising, premiums are up 20% in some areas. Think 5.2 tank yearly. And utilities in big cities? In San Diego or LA, where cost of living is skyrocketing. Expect $300-500 monthly just for basics. The real kicker, lifestyle creep. That fancy house demands fancy upkeep. Landscaping. Smart tech. Maybe a pool guy. Suddenly, you're affordable. Home eats 40% of your income, leaving no room for vacations or that emergency fund. Psychologically, it's a trap. You buy big to feel successful, but end up stressed. As one economist put it, home prices might stall at 0% growth in some spots, but your personal costs won. Funny how a dream home can turn into a money pit. Faster than you can say, refinance. Part 4. Who actually pulls this off? So, who can afford it? Dual income power couples in tech, finance, or medicine. Think software engineers in Silicon Valley, earning $250 combined. Or doctors in Boston. Entrepreneurs who builds equity. Or folks with inheritance for that down payment. In affordable metros like Hartford. Or Rochester, where prices might even dip slightly. A 175 income could work if you debt-free. But nationally, with median incomes at 81ek, only about 10 to 15% of households qualify. The winners? Those with stellar credit. 700 plus. Low debt-to-income ratios under 36%. Cash reserves for 6 months of expenses. Immigrants or first general buyers? They often hustle harder, but face barriers like higher rates on jumbos. The losers? Single earners under $200, or anyone in rising cost cities like NYC. Number 14. Fastest rising living expenses. Ironically, the ultra-rich don't sweat it. They pay cash or leverage investments. For the rest, it's a grind. Save aggressively. Boost income via side hustles. Or relocate to where $1 million stretches further. Part 5. Your playbook. How to make it happen or smartly bail. Look, if a $1 million house is your goal, start here. Build that 20% down. Aim for 200 checks saved over 5 to 10 years. Maxing 401ek. Cutting fluff. Boost your credit to snag better rates. Even a 0.5% drop saves thousands. Use tools like affordability calculators. Plug in your numbers and see the truth. Consider alternatives. A 500 home in a growing area like Charlotte, where incomes need just 125 ac. Or wait for 2026's modest sales rebound, up 3.9%. Pro tip: rent and invest the difference. Stocks have outpaced real estate lately. Or go for multifamily properties. Offset costs with rental income. The key? Affordability isn't just numbers. It's peace of mind. If that $1 million house means skipping date nights or stressing over repairs, is it worth it? In 2026, with the market resetting, patience pays. Build wealth first. Your future self and bank account will high-five you. If this sparked some yes moments, drop a comment. What's your dream home budget? See you in the next one.